come on, Wolfy. I've had to drag your ass halfway across the city. The least you can do is help me get you to your couch now that we're back at your apartment. Yeah, you are so tough. You can do this all by yourself. Now, do you know stay, or do I have to teach you a new trick? Where's your first aid kit? What do you mean you don't have one? What kind of PI doesn't have a first aid kit? What kind of... Are you kidding me? What do you mean your job isn't normally this dangerous? That's not what all of the movies said. And besides, I happen to know for a fact that you participate in at least one underground street fighting ring. That's where I saw you first, remember? You were taking hits like no one's business. No matter how good you are, there is no way you walked out without a single scratch. I know you're a wolf, Noir. I figured that one out on my own, remember? Well, then why isn't the wolf healing you now, huh? You're bleeding. Even in these horrible dim lights that you insist on, I can still see the blood seeping through your shirt. Fine. If you don't have a first aid kit, then I guess I'm just going to have to improvise. Here, put this on your face. I couldn't find any ice packs or frozen vegetables or meat, so I guess you are just gonna have to make do with this popsicle. You have the makings of a pretty nasty black eye. Do you not remember getting hit? Can't you feel it? Half of your face is swollen. What? No, it's your blood that I'm covered in. And maybe a little bit from whoever that jackass was who attacked us. I know it can get really confusing. Your blood is surprisingly red. You really don't remember what just happened, do you? I mean, I'm not surprised. Not with how hard that guy hit you. You crumbled to the ground like a rag doll. I have to say, this isn't how I pictured this ending when I let you know I was being followed. I assumed you would have the situation a bit more under control when you got there. You have a concussion, don't you? Where's my phone? Okay, here, look into the... Fuck. The flashlight isn't working. Shit. My phone's not turning on. Look, I will just fill you in on the details, okay? Just let me know when something doesn't sound familiar. Before we start, though, I'm going to need to look at that wound on your torso. Is it okay if we move your shirt up so I can see the damage? Okay. Okay, this is probably gonna hurt. It looks like there's already some scabbing around the fabric. Just remember, deep breath. 1, 2, 3. Oh, yeah, you did great. Oh, I know that didn't feel good. And it looks like this shirt is done for. Now, just hold still while I... Yeah, I know that hurt. We have to clean the wound, though, or it's gonna get infected, okay? Look, would you just stop saying that? I know you're a wolf. I get it. But you are currently a bleeding wolf, and I wasn't gonna say anything, but you look like shit, Noir. This is obviously taking a toll on you physically. So just shut up and listen to me. I'm gonna try to close this up, okay? Good. I'm glad we're on the same page. Now, I'm going to apply some direct pressure to it. We're going to be a little close, and I'm sorry for that. We have to see if the bleeding will stop, though, so that I can get this wrapped. So, I went out tonight to that club off of Miller. Hide and numb. I let you know where I was going. Even asked if you wanted to meet me there for a dance. You, of course, refused. You told me not to go out tonight. And I, of course, didn't listen to you. It's the same song and dance we've been doing for the last few weeks. Everything's still sounding familiar. Good. So, there I was, having a great time, I might add, when I noticed a man staring at me. He was real creepy. He was built like a brick house. The asshole didn't even try to hide it. He just smiled, this grin that said he was, I don't know, hunting me. I called you immediately to meet me there. If he was just a freak trying to hit on me, then I thought having a pretty thing like you on my arm would have deterred him. He, wasn't my type. Oh, Wolfy, you curious? That spark in your eye says otherwise. Well, if you have to know, I like stoic and brooding private investigators. You know, the kind who wears sunglasses at night and always fights back a smirk when I tease him. Know anyone like that? Oh, is that a hint of a smile I see? The blood loss making it harder for you to keep up that facade? Yeah. I think the adrenaline must be wearing off. My hands are shaking a lot. It's kind of hard to keep constant pressure. It isn't easier when you're staring at me like that, though. I'm fine, Noir. I just had to drag you, bleeding, across, 25 blocks. And I just faced down a goon who tried to kidnap me. I think I'm justified in being a little shaky. Anyways, you met me inside at the club, and you practically dragged me out to take me home. The man was gone by then. And no matter how many times I told you that I wanted to stay, you just said you didn't want to take any chances, and that you were going to throw me over your shoulder if I didn't cooperate. Well, he was waiting outside at my bike. The fucker was leaned up against it like he owned it. You approached him like the hero you are, and he promptly hit you so hard, I thought that your head cracked the sidewalk on impact. Noir, was that a joke? Oh, of course not. It's just a fact that you're hard-headed. Forgive me for even thinking you would joke around with such a thing. That was ridiculous of me. Yeah, it starts to get a little fuzzy after that. There was a knife. I think it was his. He grabbed me, put his big, meaty hand over my mouth. He smelled like stale tuna. I think I got a few hits in. My knuckles are bloody enough. And then, suddenly, you were back up, and between us, there was so much red. I guess that was your blood. Or his. All I know is I ended up with the knife after you went down again. Pretty sure I got him in his big fat neck. Well, excuse me for being a bit pale, Noir. That can happen. I'm fine. You don't have to worry about me. Just worry about yourself, okay? Speaking of which, you want to explain to me why I'm currently trying to hold your insides together right now? You keep saying you're a wolf, but this isn't healing. It's a new moon. What does that have to do with anything? Are you joking me? Well, yeah, Noir, it would have been nice to know that. How am I supposed to know that wolves can't shift on new moons? So you don't have any of your abilities. But you still fucking came to help me. Yeah, I'm paying you and all of that, but still. You didn't even hesitate. That's more than just doing your job. Wolfy. Wolfy, do you Do you want to kiss me? I didn't ask if it was appropriate because I'm a client. I asked if you wanted to kiss me. Let's look at this wound. Oh, good. It looks like the bleeding stopped. I did happen to find some old kitchen towels. Hopefully we can use these to, admit it. How long have you been waiting to kiss me? Oh, I see. Back to being stoic, huh? What's that on your hands? That blood looks fresh. Was that from my head? Am I bleeding? Oh, fuck.